Set up a W so I can look for an ult angle here. I don't think I want to take that just because we don't have enough info. Now I take it. Hello, and welcome to Zero to Hero. Zero to Hero is a series where I hand level a fresh account to level 30 playing only ARAM Mayhem. The goal of the series is to have a 75% win rate upon reaching level 30, and of course to entertain you guys and maybe put out some educational content around ARAM on the way. The rules are, I must only play ARAM Mayhem, and I must solo queue every game, so I am not allowed to queue up with other people. I will be showing the drafting phase in these games because draft is incredibly important in ARAM, and providing live commentary and my thoughts about the games, builds, and even champ purchases because those will be relevant, and areas where I could be improving in. So without further ado, let's hop into today's episode. Okay, we are on to episode 4 of Zero to Hero. Last episode went fantastic. We were Vel'Koz. I think I played pretty well. I was pressuring them quite a bit. We did end up getting a pentakill, which was awesome. And I thought the build was very nice, because normally on Vel'Koz you want to go Ludens. It synergizes with his poke a little bit more. It's a little bit more damage, but they had a Ahri, Soraka, Olaf, Taric. And those all made me feel like Liandry's plus Oblivion Orb was a very good combo, so we ended up going Blackfire into Liandry's into Oblivion Orb, and it felt really good. So as you can see, this is the match history. We haven't done anything since last match. We are currently 2-1, and here is the champion roster. We've got a little bit of everything, a very well-balanced roster at the moment. I am currently thinking about getting another AD carry, and an assassin, either Akali or Kiana, or both, because I'm very good at both of them, and I enjoy playing them quite a bit. So let's hop into today's match. Yeah, I felt quite good about the last episode. I do still think one of my main problems is going to be balancing commentating and playing. I feel like I played better than normal last match, and that's because I wasn't focusing on the commentary as much because it was my second game of the day. I am personally not a Tryndamere player. My Azir is not particularly great, but I would prefer Azir over Tryndamere. And I think actually if that guy hadn't have taken Riven, I would have taken Riven here. Irelia is a decent option, so we have a little bit more frontline. I think I'm gonna stick to Azir for now. Our comp kind of wants a little more DPS, and I just feel more comfortable being able to win the game on Azir, even though I just said I may not be the best Azir. I think that's mostly to do with, like, it's really hard to find good shuffle angles in ARAM, because you usually just kind of die after you do it. So I find personally the way to play Azir is to not look for the big plays, to save your ult generally for peel, and to kind of play like a backline champion primarily. I'm not saying that it's the optimal way to play Azir, but I do think that it's probably a good baseline for the champion, is you focus more on using your ultimate for peel and you poke with your Q and autos, and you kind of play like an AD carry almost. One thing is that he is kind of weak early, and I haven't really found a build that I particularly like early. I'm going to try a build. Wait, I need to look at these. These are interesting. Growth Spurt is pretty good. Pinball and Snowball are honestly also pretty good. But I think because I want to play more like a backline champion, I'm gonna pick Growth Spurt. Don't like Overflow, just because I feel like I will run very much, very quickly, I should say. So the build I'm going to go for is one I've only tried one game, and it's where you go Lost Chapter and you rush into Seraphs. Now, I've been having this weird lag at the start of my games, like this, you can see. It usually goes away. I don't know what the deal is, because you can see my ping is 15. My FPS is like 600. So I don't know why it does this. It's been happening recently. Yeah, I'm gonna go Seraphs into Nashers into Deathcap, I think. I've been playing around with that, and I've liked it quite a bit. Oh, that's bad. So this guy knows what he's doing. He is hard shoving the wave. He's really focused on it. He's already dodging some of our team. I missed my Q. That was bad. So their brand has an idea of what's going on. So we might already be into higher level gameplay territories. I would like to do a trick where I Q them, but they're not walking up. Like you can Q back and hit people with it. This is kind of like Azir's trade pattern, is you put your W down, you auto, and then you Q, and then you kind of walk away. Most of the time you don't want to look for more autos. Sometimes you can. Like that. I got 2 extra autos out of the combo, but a lot of the time you don't want to do that. Yeah, so this is already, I can tell, a much higher lobby than what we've been getting. So this should be interesting. I would have liked to auto that guy. I failed it. Too bad, so sad. Let's get some poke off on this guy. I can dodge most of this here by doing that. I want to focus a little more on CSing because I've been doing very poorly at it so far in this series. Maybe I should have hit the Aphelios there, I'm not sure. Just keep trading. I want to hit the wave. There was maybe an angle to kill Mord there. If things had played out a little differently. So I'm going to need to focus this game because these players know what they're doing now. I should not have been hit by that. That's bad. Just dodging my Q. Make sure I dodge the brand E. I don't want to hit that minion because I want to be able to last hit it. It's very hard to last hit these. I'm just trying to get damage out where I can here. Try to pressure the wave back a little bit, though that's ending up being quite hard. Brand rushed Oblivion Orb. What the fuck for? I noticed that, but I didn't really think about it until just now. And I'm very confused by the decision. Okay, we get that kill. I don't think there's an ult angle here. I'm not even sure if I have the mana to do it. I might. I've split my points into my W and my Q. And I don't know about that. There was potentially an ult angle there. I don't think I was thinking about it though, so I missed it. I missed the timing on it. Let's get our trade back up. Just want to try to hit the wave for a bit. I don't want to Q because I want to save it to try and get an ult where I ult them into our tower somehow. That would be ideal. Get the Alawi here. I got pulled back, which is bad, but I have growth spurt, which is great. Okay. Oh no, why did I auto that? Nice. Okay, that worked out really well. I'm very happy with that. I missed a few autos there, and I should have tried to dodge the Mord E. I did not. I should not be maxing my W. What am I doing? Put points in Q, idiot. I want to die here. So I'm gonna do this. Steal their health pack. I got his flash, which is hilarious, and I get executed. So that was very good. And we got the tower. Everything there went extremely well. Magic, that's not the thing I thought it was. That was not good. So upgraded Zonias or Firefox. The question is, when do I get to build Zonias with this build? I think it comes far too late, so I'm gonna pick Firefox. Oh, I don't know if this was right now, actually, thinking back on it. And I took so long to die, this is really late. So I don't have many stacks on it. So now we're gonna go Nashers. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think in retrospect, I should have picked the other augment instead of Firefox because I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to get value out of the proc. It does give me move speed, which is good, but like everything else, maybe not as much. How am I not in range to hit this guy? I don't think I needed to growth spurt there. I think I timed it poorly. Okay, that's a problem. If I can juke him out a little bit here. Ooh. Okay, I feel like I should have killed it. I feel like I made a lot of misplays there. Like, I should have been able to get some kills. Oh, hello. Okay. I didn't expect her to be in the bush. I thought she would have picked up the health pack with more. The play makes sense from her in, though. She wants to reset, and looking to get value out of your life, like when you get your reset, is very good. So that was a good play on her part. Caught me off guard a little bit. But I think overall it was still an okay trade for us. It wasn't anything disastrous by any means. Okay, got my 2 autos in there. Okay, I finally put points in queue. That's probably not a great flash. Poke him a little bit. Set up a W so I can look for an ult angle here. I don't think I want to take that just because we don't have enough info. Now I take it. Oh, this guy really wants me. Okay. That went well. Ooh, that was super good by Ziggs. He interrupted her. Yeah, so we're definitely all ready to hire MMRs. It's nothing crazy yet, but people do know what they're doing, which is fun. I enjoy that more than the lower level stuff. I should probably die here. Yeah, Ziggs should too. He knows what he's doing. Riven probably also. Okay, so I don't want that. Mystic Punch could be good. Eureka is probably the pick. It's just incredibly strong. What actually is more cooldown reduction? I don't know. I'm gonna assume it's Eureka, just because I don't have to be autoing to get the value out of it. So next, do we go Zhonya's Deathcap Shadow Flame? I actually don't know. I'm just gonna buy 1 book for now and leave it at that, because I feel like I need to support our team, and I'm not sure of what I want to do quite yet. I have to think about it. I'm still kind of just thinking about it. It's really hard. I feel like Growth Spurt has been so good that I could justify just Shadow Flame or Deathcap, I think. How did that miss? So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Like, Growth Spurt has made my ults way more dangerous. I'll just take the trade, back off a bit. That's kind of the Q trick, where it's behind them and then you Q forward anyway. I can definitely look for some ult angles here, so I'm going to prep a W for that. I fucked up. I have to ult to get out. Yeah, I messed that up really badly. Just dodge this guy's stuff. Sorry, I'm not talking. I have to focus. This game is quite hard. Okay. Anything to commentate about? I have to play really careful here. Get a bit of free damage there. Wait. There we go. I'm okay with dying. She didn't kill me, but we want to die now. I don't know if I want to put this tower up, but I'm definitely doing this. Wow, I got his ulti. Definitely a big mistake from him. Like, 0, 0, 0 reason to ult me there. A huge misplay on his part. So, again, I think because I bought the book, I'm just going to go Shadow Flame. Shadow Flame is good on Azir because, how do I explain this? So, Shadow Flame procs off of like rapid fire hits instead of big burst, right? Because they go down below 40% health and then you get the damage. So Azir utilizes it very well because he does a lot of rapid fire hits. He's not really like a big burst guy. So that's why like Shadow Flame is okay. I think Death Cap still would have been better, but I bought the book, so I might as well just like utilize the fact that I bought the book. My next item is probably Death Cap. Let's dip. That's unfortunate. That's really sad. Good play by Ziggs. He immediately recognized he was dead, and he played to make sure that he would not get me killed as well. I was hoping I'd be able to get in range to hit the brand, but I was not. Yeah, Eureka has been very good this game so far. I think I put the tower up on this when this wave like pushes in. And it looks like they're not going to get to do that, so somebody could be hiding in this corner. Very, very good idea to always be aware of these two corners here and here are fog zones that people can play with where you will not be able to see them. You won't have vision. And so they can make plays on you from there. Very nice Nico ult. Okay, that probably wasn't worth it, unfortunately. I don't know also if the way I comboed that was correct. Escape Plan and Mind to Matter both seem really good. It's a 1500 shield. It gives me the value immediately after I go in with my ulti. This is also not bad. This would give me 900 flat health. That's just too much, I think. I think I have to take that. And then I think the next item, so I'm gonna get Death Cap because Death Cap's just super good. Void Staff is also insane for just raw damage output. They don't really have MR though. So I'm not like super worried about it. I think he just dies, yeah. Yeah, you can see the value of the Shadow Flame here. It's so strong. I'm just gonna pop that so I don't die. I also could E. I guess technically I should have E'd actually. So I'm not really under any threat of dying to anything. So there's no point in saving the cooldown. I should just spend it to get the shield so Brand does less damage to me. I think I can make a cool play on the board here. Okay, well not if that happens. That's okay though. It was worth it. Just get the tower, die, reset, all good stuff. Let's see. So yeah, I think there's between, for me, I actually think it's Zonia's and Death Cap. Again, the growth spurt has been so good, I just feel like I don't need the Zonias. There's even an argument for Rylai's. Actually, I wonder if Rylai's is better than either of them. I'm not sure. This is a really hard decision. I'm just gonna go Rylai's, man. I think I'm gonna do Rylai's. I'm just gonna get the belt. Yeah. I'm not sure if this is correct. Like, I actually don't know what's the... I know it's probably not Void Staff. Although Void Staff is still, like, really good. So yeah, we're gonna try this. Okay. Well, so my thoughts on this game are less about my gameplay and more about my comment. This was a much more difficult game than the others, and I had to really like stop talking to focus on the gameplay. So I want to be able to address that in future episodes where my like flow of conscious thought is a little bit better. Although I probably won't know like how I need to change it until I watch this back. Because it's ooh, I saw a flash there. I probably shouldn't click through these so fast so I can see my unlocks. Personally, I think Seraphine is insane. Morgana, like, these are all good champs, but Seraphine just seems really busted to me in ARAM. So that's the pick. Okay, so pretty good game. I think I played pretty well. I really don't know what the answer is for the last item here on Azir. I think I really enjoy the Seraphs into Nashor's build though, where you first go the gosh, what's the name of that little book that gives you mana when you level up? I can't remember. That thing instead of the tier. I think it's just more like mana sustain into Nashor's, and then Shadow Flame just like combos so well with Azir's kit. So I think I really like this core. It's just awkward because it's then like, oh, how do you fit in Death Cap? Zhonya's is a lot of games really necessary. I think if I didn't have Growth Spurt, for example, I would probably go Zhonya's instead of Death Cap. And then Death Cap last. So it makes the Shadow Flame is maybe a little questionable to me because what's better, Shadow Flame or Death Cap? Probably Shadow Flame actually. Maybe it's not that big of a like clash. Yeah, because maybe you just like do Shadow Flame in place of Death Cap and then just run Zhonya's. I don't know, this is really interesting. Azir is hard to figure out the build on in ARAM. That's what I'm taking away from this. But yeah, we get the win. We're up to 3-1. And that'll be the, well, actually, no, that won't be the end of that episode because let's see what we unlocked. Was this Annie in a mystery icon? Is that what that is? I think that's what that is. And then we get an icon, again, not super interesting. Let's look at our loot. What we got in here? I don't think I can open this. We might as well open our other icon. And now we can look at champs really quickly because I think I might be able to afford one of an 80 carry. So Kiana, too expensive. Kai'Sa would be an amazing pickup, especially because she's a flex pick. You can do AP or AD. Jinx also on my radar for sure, as well as Kalista. There's Jace, who's pretty good, but he's not. Where's Akali at? So Akali, so it's Akali or Kai'Sa right now, I think. I think I need in, wait, can I get them both? I can't. I think I need an 80 carry slot more actually right now, so I'm probably gonna just go Kai'Sa. It's also super cheap, which is nice, and I'm just like 60 away from being able to buy Akali, right? That is so sad. Okay, well, this is our new roster. So we added Seraphine, really great. Oh, we added Annie as well, so I didn't have to pay for her at all. What do I think about Annie? I don't really enjoy playing Annie, but I do think she's good. She's not bad. Seraphine, I think, is like just insane. Really disgusting champ, either support or damage build. She's one of the few enchanter supports where I feel like you can build her damage and be better than if you were just support. A lot of people, for instance, will do pure AP Karma, which I think is just worse then support Karma. And we get Kaisa, so we get another 80 carry, who's also interesting because she's a flex. We can do 80 or AP. The AP is usually just like better, but you know, I have more fun playing her 80 carry, so I'll probably just do that more. Yeah. Now it is the end of today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.